Good early morning from the Universal Orlando parking garage. We are here today because it is pass holder preview of the VelociCoaster.
Today's the day.
Today is the day we get to ride VelociCoaster today.
It's pretty exciting.
In 45 minutes.
Yeah, we should probably run in.
Yeah.
But like, you're not gonna miss your spot, right?
You might. They said we cannot accommodate people after their time.
Oh, well, we won't go after the time.
Right.
Okay, but we should still go in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We met a friend here and they brought us some donuts from the Salty.
Oh yeah.
Which was started in Miami and now is a huge success here in Orlando.
You guys have actually said, like, when are you gonna go? When are you gonna go?
Ooh, look at those donuts.
So this one is strawberry shortcake. This looks amazing.
Yeah, tiramisu.
Original glaze.
And then
Coquito? Coquito.
Looks real good.
Yeah, this one I really want to eat this one right now.
Do it.
Will you split it with me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, it's about 8:20 and people are getting their temperature checks right now. Quite a big crowd building right here. So all around Universal, they've switched all of their distancing markings to just these little tiny markers. They used to be these big round things. Now, oh yeah, you can kind of see the outline of one here. Now they're just these little tiny things. This is interesting. They're holding temperature check right now and they're holding us for bag check, but that other garage is going through bag check right now. So interesting fact, while we're standing in line here, I haven't heard them make the announcements that say, we're in unprecedented times, please wash your hands and maintain 6 feet of distance. And also nobody is maintaining 6 feet of distance. Everybody's just kind of like bunched in here.
I think this is kind of going to be telling for horror nights.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we have more vaccines by then.
Right.
Hopefully. All right, we are headed into the park right now. Sorry, it's bouncy. I'm kind of like running a little bit because we heard the line is very long to get into Islands of Adventure. All right, we are doing it. Heading through City Walk right now with this large crowd of people. Feels like everybody is headed to the same place as us. We have a reservation though, so we should be good.
So does everybody else.
Well, maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. Since the last time we were here, they've added some more decorations to the outside of the Universal Studios store. We got some pinstriping. We got a globe background behind this sign up here. Looking good. Not a bad wait. There were a lot of people heading inside, but not a line to get in. Ooh, the adventure is beginning. It's happening. This is the beginning of an adventure.
I'm really excited, but I'm really scared.
We just heard from a couple of team members that rode it yesterday during team member preview. They said it's more intense than Hulk.
I mean, yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, the Hulk has like the Cobra roll and everything?
Yeah, but that has the shoulder restraints.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't have shoulder restraints.
That's what I'm nervous about.
Oh, it'll be okay. So now that we've come to a fork in the road, we see a sign here that says UAP Annual Pass Access to Registered Event. That's what we're headed to. Doesn't look like it's running just yet. Still got 15 minutes before the first reservations. Hulk is running though. The park's been open since 8. Over here at the Toon Lagoon stage, it looks like there is a little cheerleading competition going on called the Open Championships. The other thing that we're attempting to do today is Jen and I both have reservations to ride this roller coaster, and we have Jackson. So we're gonna
try to bring a baby on the roller coaster.
Yeah, Jackson's first roller coaster. No, we're gonna try to do child swap. And I feel like maybe we'll be the first people to do child swap on this ride.
We'll see.
One day, Pteranodon Flyers, Jackson's gonna be on there. I think he has to be 36 inches to ride it.
I want to wait until he's a little bit older.
Yeah, until he can like
tell us that he wants to ride it, because it's pretty tall.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, here's something we haven't seen yet. They moved the T-Rex photo op. They also refurbished the T-Rex. Now he's over here near the drop for Jurassic Park River Adventure, over top of the Explorer. Oh, there it is. We've been watching this being built for months and months and months now. And today's the day that we finally get to ride it.
I'm like, I feel like my excitement level is pretty high.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, like I can't remember the last time I was this excited for a ride. Maybe Gringotts?
Yeah. Oh, you also haven't ridden Hagrid's yet. We're gonna attempt to do that today too.
Yeah, I need to ride them both.
Another thing is that we cannot film on any rides at Universal, so we won't get any POV video on this, but we will show you as much of the queue as possible. I've seen some previews and I've seen some spoilers. Some interesting stuff happening in the queues. There it is. There's the top hat, and we've made it over to the Jurassic Park Discovery Center, and we are going back behind it. So we're kind of making a left around the side of it, and then once we can start to see Hogwarts, there's going to be a little path that runs down to the right of the Discovery Center, and that's where we go to get to the front of the ride. All right, mass confusion. We're not really sure where to go, but we think we're headed to the right spot. Okay, yeah, we just get in one of these like 4 lines and they check our passes. Oh, there it goes. And our reservation. There's a Velociraptor right there. So this is the last time that we showed you the VelociCoaster. We had to stop right here. We came across this bridge and we showed a lot of views from this bridge. And now we're down here at the entrance to the VelociCoaster with some epic music playing. So we just wanted to kind of explain what Child Swap was. Basically, what happens is we go inside, we tell them that we are riding the ride, but Jackson can't ride.
They're not going to let us take the stroller in the queue, but we can all wait together in the queue with the baby. And then there's a family room in the queue.
Right.
So we have to see where to park the stroller.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. This is going to be so cool. So this is the back of the Discovery Center, and we are just next to the entrance to the VelociCoaster, and we can see a sign here that says that there is stroller parking in here, large lockers, but then the sign for VelociCoaster over here. And I love this emblem right here. So let's go find the stroller parking. So here is the stroller parking area. It looks like there's a few other strollers over here. And we did ask, normally you can't bring a bag in there because it has to fit in a very small locker. But because we're going to the family waiting room.
He said as long as somebody is always with the bag, that we can take the diaper bag with us in.
Right.
So I'm gonna go wait with the baby, I'll have the bag, you come back, you wait with the bag, I'll ride the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this looks like it's gonna work out really well. Also, they just repainted all of this stuff here, and it looks very vibrant and bright. Ooh, I can't wait. So we are funneling out to the outside queue. Not very much in the outside queue though. We're just gonna take it. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Tim. Good, how are you? We're just gonna, sorry, I don't know why I said good, how are you? They didn't ask that. We're just gonna do one switchback and then we head back inside. You can hear it going all around us. We have made it into the indoor section. Lots and lots of fans in here and a gigantic statue of velociraptors with what looks like the VelociCoaster coming out over top of them. Once we get closer, we'll get a better look at it. Look at this lighting package in here.
The ominous music though.
Right?
That's what's doing it for me.
It's scary in here.
Right?
And then occasionally, there's the noise of velociraptors in here.
Let's get you ready to
Dino DNA!
with real live raptors. The name Velociraptor means swift thief. Not only are they fast, their bite is equivalent to a large American alligator. Nice! That means we can't retrieve any lost items from the paddock once they're gone.
So when we got in line, they gave us this child swap pass. So this basically lets us wait in line with Jackson, and then when we're done riding, we give this to the ride attendants and they let the parent that was waiting with Jackson ride. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna ride first and Jen's gonna wait with Jackson, and then when I'm done riding, Jen gives them this pass, and then Jen gets to ride while I wait with Jackson. Ooh. Scary raptor noises. Here is the VelociCoaster behind these sculptures of the raptors. Also, look at the detail of these raptors. There are water fountains in the queue, which is good to know because if you come out after a hot day in the park and you get in line, you got some water fountains to use. Do you think these square holes in the ceiling are out external light, like daylight, or is that just a light back there? Oh yeah, we're heading deeper into the queue. Getting a little bit darker.
Be sure to maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet or 2 meters between your travel party and other guests. As you approach the boarding area, please be sure to follow the instructions of our ride attendants for specific seating assignment. Hand sanitizer will be available for all guests prior to boarding.
Oh, a train just went by.
As a reminder, all guests
Oh,
are required
now
to wear
raptors are
a
going by.
face covering during their visit, which includes while experiencing this attraction. If you have
So
any
this would have
questions,
been, we would have been able to hear the noises if they weren't making an announcement right now of them chasing after the train. Thanks, omniscient voice. So this is the second launch. We'll see if it goes by again. Oh, there's like props and stuff down here? All right, I think it's coming by. Let's hear. Oh, red lights. That's not good. There goes the train. Oh, and the Raptors are chasing them. Oh, and there's Blue. She's leading the pack. Ooh. My goodness.
Our internationally recognized team of more than 40 specialized veterinarians is constantly focused on the health and well-being of our animals.
The Raptor training room number 2.
Veterinary science that was
And then Raptor
designed
training
and
number 1 back
developed
there.
right here in order to formulate a complex game plan for how to properly care for and maintain these magnificent animals. And now, you can take advantage of the opportunity all this provides to see these raptors in thrilling close proximity.
Ooh, that's ominous. Got a book from Dr. Ian Malcolm down here. We got Dr. Alan Grant down here, his book. And then we've got like some various other things throughout. A model of the training. Like training utensils. Oh, this is a raptor muzzle maybe? Here's the daily medical checklist for a velociraptor. In case you were raising any velociraptors on your own. Oh, a little animation of the train going by. There's so much to look at in this queue. Oh my goodness. Straight up a velociraptor right there. I've also heard that you can feel their breath. Oh, there's one right here. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh no, he doesn't like me. Or she doesn't like me. Literal velociraptor animatronics in the queue. Jackson, what do you think of this dinosaur?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
So if you stand close enough, you can feel his breath.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, we're headed to the family room where Jackson and Jen will wait for me to get off the ride.
Okay.
Right in here. Alright, so I'm off the roller coaster and Jen's actually on it right now, so I'm in the child swap area and I want to show you there is a training table, some sanitizer in here, lots and lots of chairs, and a big TV where they're showing what's it called? Camp Cretaceous? It's on a Netflix show about Jurassic Park for kids. And then here is the warning poster for the roller coaster. Also, no loose articles. So I wanted to show, this is the test seat. It is a little bit snug for a larger rider. You can see there's red, 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 green. You can see it's a pretty tight squeeze for a larger rider. But this is the exact harness and everything. There are no shoulder harnesses, just a lap restraint. And then I wanted to show the size of the free lockers just before you get on the ride. You can see they're a little bit smaller, but they are double-sided, so when you get off the ride, you don't have to come back to this area to get into your locker. On the way out, you will just scan your ticket again. So you scan your ticket into the park to unlock a locker, and then when you're leaving, the other side, like after you get off the ride, it's on the other side. And then you use your ticket to unlock it on the opposite side. All right, so we are headed off the ride right now. Ooh, here's an interesting sign. Single rider lockers. So I'm guessing that there will be a single rider line. I don't know if that'll happen during coronavirus or COVID, but they do have a single rider line available that will be open at some point during the life of this attraction. There is a photo area at the exit of the ride. Also, it seems like there's going to be self-service kiosks for the photos as well. All right, so we just got off. I was fortunate enough to ride in the back row and in the front row. I was actually able to ride it twice. I can tell you without a doubt, the front row is the best in the world. This is the best roller coaster I've ever been on. It is non-stop, so much airtime. You're barely in your seat when you're riding this roller coaster. There's a roll over top of the water that's called the Mosasaur roll, and that is phenomenal. You have to hold your hands up during that roll. You feel like you're gonna fall into the water.
I did not hold my hands up. I was in the back row. I got to ride it once, and I was in the last row just by chance. I didn't like wait for it or anything. That part scared me a little bit.
Yeah?
Your butt is like out of the seat.
Yeah.
I literally was like, it was pretty thrilling.
So here's the thing, in the front row, there's nothing in front of you. So you get a view of everything. You get to see there are all these raptors everywhere. They aren't animatronics, but they are realistic looking sculptures. So it looks like there are raptors all around you, following you throughout the ride. All of the rock work is so close. Feels like you're gonna touch it when you hold your hands up. And then if you look carefully, occasionally you'll see like a bag of dino feed sitting on the ground around you. It is awesome. Oh, also, so when you first go, you end up in the first launch and you kind of sit there for a little bit and there's all these screens of raptors next to you and they're like in cages and the cages start to shake and then it pulls you back a little bit and then it launches you into the roller coaster. It is awesome. Oh my gosh, I could ride this ride over and over and over and over again. Mako used to be my favorite roller coaster in Florida. This is my new favorite roller coaster. It is phenomenal. So Jen,
Yes.
would you call this the best roller coaster you've ever been on?
I mean, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Really good.
It's honestly like, I think I need to ride it a few more times because I think I was so engulfed in like fear.
Yeah.
Like it was hard for me to really take it all in. But it was so smooth. Not having the shoulder restraints was really jarring at first, but as you're riding it, it really gives it just a different ride because you're literally just out of your seat the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So I would say I need to ride it a few more times, but yes.
Do you have a favorite part right now?
I think when you come off the high hat, the top hat, what is it called?
I think it's the top hat.
The top hat. When you come off of that in the back row, it just like whips you right over.
Oh yeah.
That was like the most intense feeling I've ever felt on a roller coaster because, again, you don't have the shoulder restraints. So you're literally like, you're just coming out of your seat and it feels like it's just gonna like fling
Like
you.
catapult you out?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're safe, everything is fine, but it's pretty intense.
All right, so now that we're all done, it's time to head into the gift shop. As with most rides, you have to.
What does it say?
Allows you to achieve top speeds for the ultimate
It was very fast, yeah.
It includes sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, inversions, and dropping. You should expect extreme movements.
Yeah, you should expect extreme movements. But as with most rides, we are going to be exiting through the gift shop. Right as soon as we get into the gift shop, a gigantic Velociraptor greets us. And of course, lots of VelociCoaster merch. Most of this merch we've showed before. Oh, this one's cool. I like this. It's like a protest shirt to Jurassic Park. They were here first. Let them roam free. The Dinosaur Observation Committee. This shirt is $27. There it is. That's about it. Like everything else that's in this gift shop we've seen before. Also, this area is roped off back here. The nursery. They're incubating some eggs back there. So the gift shop that we just came up from is at the bottom floor of the Discovery Center, and the Discovery Center is also home to a restaurant called Burger Digs. And for the longest time, the outside area was not open. But
Only open if you're eating here.
Oh, only open if you're eating here?
Should we eat here?
I mean, we can. There's another gift shop in the Discovery Center, and I just saw these shirts right here. Some Mr. DNA shirts. These are $30 for this ringer, nothing on the back. And then this one has him on the front, like a yellow shirt. And then on the back, Mr. DNA, Jurassic Geneticist, $27. Ooh, so there's a little bit of a line or a bit of a crowd building out in front of the VelociCoaster entrance where they're checking passes. As we're headed into Hogsmeade, there is a view of the VelociCoaster right off the bridge. There's this huge line trying to get back behind Hogshead. So this is the line for 3 broomsticks right now. They're moving it to the back of the building rather than going in through the front door. Also, we thought maybe we could get on Hagrid's, but it seems like Hagrid's is down right now. I feel like we need to watch Madagascar because we haven't seen it yet. One day we will definitely see it. Hello! Jackson! Are you saying hi? Whoa, she's doing a spin.
He does not know what's his name.
Oh, so I was saying we need to watch Madagascar because I didn't know her name. Then somebody went by and goes, it's Gloria! So now I know that's Gloria. So on the way in, we noticed that they were not making the announcements in City Walk, but here in Islands of Adventure, we just heard one of the announcements saying during these unprecedented times, make sure you wash your hands, cover your mouth when coughing and sneezing, and wear your mask. So I think we're gonna head out because the park is starting to get very, very crowded. There are just kind of people everywhere at the moment.
Because they staggered the times, the VelociCoaster times, these are just like the next wave of people coming in.
Right. The excitement for the VelociCoaster opening is happening all over the place. Lots and lots of merchandise available at all of the different stores. Like I said, most of the stuff we've seen already. Not seeing anything new. This one's fun. Chaos Happens on the VelociCoaster. It's a long sleeve shirt. I think it's for kids. For $30, yeah, because this is a youth large. So a team member pointed out this new lightweight hoodie. It's not like a heavy, almost like just a little bit heavier than t-shirt material, but not quite as heavy as a regular hooded sweatshirt. It's $57, it says Jurassic World on the front, got a blue inside, and then on the back, VelociCoaster. Ah, man. I can't wait for everybody to ride this roller coaster. It's so good. There's a congratulations graduate shirt, class of 2021. It says Universal Studios. For $30, so if you are graduating this year, the perfect shirt for you.
So I think something I want to do on our next trip when we have a little bit more time, I want to take Jackson to Camp Jurassic.
Yeah, that just reopened.
Yeah, and I think he would really like it.
So Camp Jurassic is a kids Jurassic Park area in the Jurassic Park area of Islands of Adventure. So it's like a little playground type area. There's obstacle courses. There's an indoor section that has an amber mine where they mined the amber that had the mosquito in it, where they got the dino DNA. It's super fun, but we haven't been there with Jackson, so I'm excited to see how he will like it.
I'm excited to see it like through his eyes. We've done it, but you know, we're big kids.
Maybe he could go down the slide. He loves slides.
Yeah, he does.
So we are actually making our way out, but there is a steady line of people coming in. I'm sure a lot of them are going to experience the VelociCoaster for the first time today. But I want to get a better view of the Universal Studios store because they have added some more decorations to the outside. All right, so we are all done with our VelociCoaster preview. We're going to head out now and give you our final thoughts at home. All right, so we're back home. What did you think of the VelociCoaster?
I really loved it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we mentioned this in the video, but it was my first like big coaster since before I was pregnant.
Yeah.
So it was very much like a way to just really jump in with both feet as far as like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like thrilling. It was a very thrilling roller coaster.
It really, really was. I don't know that we mentioned, but like the queue was amazing too.
Yeah.
Like the theming of the queue was...
I really like the trend of Universal putting animatronics in the queue.
I think that's really, like, they were kind of a little bit scary.
They were very realistic.
They were, not that I've ever seen a Velociraptor before, but they were really, like, the eyes. I think it was the eyes that were really like, whoa. It was definitely like a really cool way to get you excited for the ride that's to come.
Yeah.
And the theming was just fantastic. So we were kind of talking about Mako because Mako was your...
That was my #1 roller coaster before VelociCoaster.
And I think that the thing that really sets VelociCoaster apart is the theming around the coaster.
Yeah.
Like you're dipping and diving through rocks. There are velociraptors like kind of near you on the tracks. You hear the noises. It's very much like...
At one time I looked down and I saw a bag of dino feed.
Okay, so we were talking about that when we were walking back to the car because I was very scared. It definitely is like a more thrilling coaster. And so I couldn't pay attention to what was going on around me.
Yeah.
I saw the big set pieces and the big theming pieces.
Like
but
there were velociraptors everywhere.
I feel like I only saw 2 of them.
Oh, I saw like 6.
I was so... There was a lot to take in. So...
I had a fun fact that I heard today.
What?
The first launch, which is the slowest of the 2 launches on VelociCoaster, is the same speed as the launch on Hagrid's.
See, and I still didn't get to ride Hagrid's today.
Right? We were hoping to
So-
do that today, but it was down.
It was down, yeah. So the next time that we go to Universal, I am for sure 100% getting on Hagrid. Like, that's going to be my #1 goal, is to get on Hagrid's.
Yeah. And the child swap, which at Disney they call it rider swap. At Universal they call it child swap.
They're the same thing, though.
Same exact thing.
Yeah.
The entire family goes through the majority of the queue, all the way up to the lockers at
Yeah.
VelociCoaster, and then you break off into the family room.
Well, we were right, I think it was right before the metal detector. So that was another thing that a lot of people were wondering, does this ride have a metal detector? It does.
That's one thing that we didn't get to mention, is that after the lockers, there is a metal detector, so that to make sure that you don't have anything in your pockets. You cannot have anything at all in your pockets on this roller coaster. So no keys, no wallet, no cell phone, nothing. They did let you wear glasses.
If you are doing the child swap, though, the rider swap area, you can bring your bag into the rider swap area. So we brought our diaper bag.
Yeah.
We had our cameras and stuff, like, because those stayed in the diaper bag when the rider went on the roller coaster. So we didn't use the lockers, but the locker situation looked really easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like there were no like big crowds of people. I liked that it was, you were still able to be like socially distant and everything.
Yeah, it was like quick moving too, because everybody in line, they're like, all right, go to locker bank #1, go to #2, go to #3, put your stuff in, you go on the ride. So all in all, VelociCoaster, fantastic ride. My new favorite roller coaster. I cannot wait to ride it again.
Thank you. Sorry. Jackson's bringing me presents. I can't wait to ride it again too, because I think, like I said, I was a little bit more nervous, a little more unsure than you were, so I didn't get to look around as much as I wish that I had on my first ride. So I'd like to ride it again. It opens on June 10th. Hopefully I can get on June 10th, ride it, see a little bit more of what's going on, but I loved it.
I will say this. This is not confirmed, no insider information, just my own theory.
What?
If they did team member previews the last few days, they're doing pass holder previews now. They're not going to stop running it until June 10th.
You think they'll do like a soft opening?
I think there will be soft openings sometime between the end of annual pass holder previews and June 10th.
Okay.
So-
That definitely makes sense. So if you're in the parks, just keep your ears and eyes open.
Yeah.
You might, I don't know,
You might get to ride it.
Yeah, you never know.
So all in all, a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Mateo.
Hi, I'm Nevin.
And now it's time to pay the price.